You know, many of us commute to work. Some a small distance, some a long ways every single day. Some of us work from home, and when I work from my house, my commute was really small. But one of the things that comes up is that, we are so distracted with what's going on around us. A lot of people are on their phones all the time. They're watching what's going on and not being present. I was just talking to my coach this morning at the gym about sporting events and how people are so into their phones, even on the device that you're watching me right now. It's crazy how our world is evolved, and it'll continue evolving, but we're so asleep. And when you become awake and when you realize what's going on around you, and you're awake, you become so present at what's happening around you. And when you're so present about what's going on around you, you become alive. You get fulfilled. The things that you've wanted to do come back at you, and the things that you want to do come easily to you. And it's crazy how when you put all that, it's noise is what it is. And when you quiet the noise and you really be present to the moment, what's happening, you have so much free time. It's amazing how much time that you free up by not watching the TV at night, by not looking on your phone for hours. I mean, I've done it too. And the funny thing is that I could sit there and look at my phone on Facebook, on the news, or whatever's going on, and an hour would go by like that, and it felt like 10 minutes, And so one of the big things that you want to look at, too, to become present, is to hush all that down. And how do we do that? We deal with what's going on. Why do we use these things to distract us? Why do we go out there and drink? Why do we do the certain activities to unplug, to feel like we need a break? Why do we do these things? Because something's going on that's attached to us. Even my daughter, she'll say, "Daddy, you're using your phone at the table," like when we're having breakfast or dinner or something like that. I'm like, "You're right, honey." I've been just as guilty unplugging and distracting myself. And ever since I became awake, all that goes away. I stopped being focused on my phone. I stopped, trying to distract myself with things, take away from what's really going on, the feelings that I, just need to embrace. Whatever feelings they are, when you embrace them, they don't stick around very long. It's so funny that when we fight against it and we push it away and we don't want these feelings in our life, they tend to stick around and we hang on to them. You break up, it's no longer a viable relationship for you. It doesn't work for you anymore, and then all of a sudden, it's 5 years, 6 years later, and you're still hanging on to that. Look how many people have relationships with their family and they haven't talked to their mom or dad for 10 or 15 years, or their brother or sister, some 20 years. It's crazy, but even, 3 or 4 months is a long time not to talk to somebody like that. So when we avoid it, right, and we're not present, we can't deal with what's and talk honestly and authentically to each other. It's amazing when you do this, that everything starts dissipating as far as the anxiety. Am I going to do something wrong? Am I going to say something wrong? Am I going to offend them? Am I going to hurt them? These are all codependent behaviors that we get sucked into, that we deal with. But when you actually look at yourself and deal with what's going on with you directly today, it's amazing what happens. So have a great day out there. Embrace it. Become present today. Put down the phone consciously for 10 minutes. Some people that's a hard thing to do. But if you can just put it down for 10 minutes and focus and be present what's right in front of you, then your life will change.